Hi everyone, and welcome to the midweek shave, to the Wednesday shave. How's your week been? And more importantly, how are you doing? I hope you're in good health, having good shaves, and life is treating you good, wherever you are in the world. Right, new razor and new brush. And I'd like to say thank you to Brian for sending the razors, and thank you to Steve for the brush. Well, I'll come to them in a minute, but before that, close up. The old flowers, nice bit of colour there today. Red, white and green. Right, so what's the razor? Well, the razor is a very inexpensive razor made in China. Hong Long safety razor. Now I know Jock, you've used this and you said it was absolutely rubbish. So I don't know. Judging by, that's the razor there. It's a twist, it's a funny thing. This is metal or alloy or whatever it is. The wheel is plastic. This head here is plastic, but the top is like a tin or metal, very thin. Yeah, well, see, you get what you pay for, I think. But thanks, Brian. I know you've sent me them to see what I think of them. I'm using a Wilkinson. It does come, I'll show you. It comes in a nice case. It's with a blade, Hong Long blade. I'm not using that because I don't know what the razor's like. I want to use a blade, I know. I don't want to use a razor and blade, I don't know. I have got a standby razor because if it doesn't feel safe, I will use that. So it's a twist to open. The door mechanism's not very good for a start, but as I say, I think they're very, very, very cheap razors, so it'd probably get you out of trouble. I don't know what this thing's for, this lip there, I don't know. But anyway, brush, very excited about this, and it's a first for me. This is a Never Ready. It was sent to me by Steve, thanks Steve, and it's a horsehair brush. Now, in honesty, when I thought of horsehair, wasn't too keen on it. I had this idea it's going to be scratchy and quite because I thought they used the mane or the tail, but I don't think this is from the mane or the tail, because when it came before I wet it, it's very soft like a badger, beautiful. So going by looks and feel, it's very nice. I mean, look at this. It says here 150. Now I don't know if that's the model of the brush, can you see that, or whether it's the 150th made, I don't know. Ever Ready, it says 150, Ever Ready, made in the USA and sterilised. Ever Ready brush. Always like the look of these, so thank you very much. Fantastic. Soap, I'm going to use the Wilkinson Sword blue soap. That's in the stick form, lovely scent, and I'm going to rub on the face. Right, I'm just going to wet the face. Yeah, we've had a fantastic week weather-wise and really nice. Okay. Yeah, not sure what to expect with the razor, but I will try everything. It can't be any worse than that Figaro razor. That was terrible, dangerous. So we'll see. I haven't seen anybody, well, apart from Jock, and he didn't have a good thing to say, so I don't know. honest opinion it'll be. So I'm just going to wet the brush. 1, 2, 3 flicks. See how it goes. And I must say, I don't know if you've I don't know if horsehair have the same sort of damp smell as some boar brushes have, but this didn't. It came smelling very nice actually. So I don't know if you've done it before, Steve, or I tell you what, it's smooth as a badger brush. I'm very shocked, and I'm glad I've tried it. So yes, I would consider horsehair. That's a lovely soap, this. Lovely scent. You know, that fresh, clean, soapy smell. Right. Right, this is a non-adjustable razor. And it's a funny design. It's mixed plastic and metal. And that's the heaviest. This piece here. We'll see how it goes. Very, very light razor, but oh, so far so good. But the thing is, as you'll know, I put hardly any pressure on it, and if you did with this, it'd break probably. It feels very, very delicate. I'm going to go down this side. You can feel that blade, Wilkinson sword, brand new blade this. You can hear it and you can feel it. It feels aggressive. I'll show you if you can see there's the blade gap, or maybe not. But even this is plastic here. It's funny. But yeah, we'll see. Ooh, look at that. Making mincemeat of me. Let's have a look. You see, what can happen? That's a bit plucky, but it's bearable. What can happen when when they're not as solid, if they're quite flimsy, it means the blade can have slight movements, and if the blade has slight movements in something like this, that's when accidents can happen, you know. That's quite plucky then. Okay, it's starting off okay, but we'll see what it's like here. Actually, it does you good to use something like this and then go back to your good razors. Well, it hasn't fallen apart. It's heavy handled but very light on the head. Too light. Right, it's done the job, but it was slightly plucky and there is a bit of a concern in my mind, so I'm not finding the shave that relaxing, but you know, because I'm concerned about the damn thing coming apart, isn't it? But so far it's held up, and I'll carry on until I feel it's not safe. Look at this brush, doesn't have hold soap, and it's good for lathering. You've seen that hard soap on the face, look at this. In case people ask, I got the soap off Amazon or eBay. If you put Wilkinson sword shave stick, it should come up. Very nice. Look at that. Very pleased with this. Bit of history there. I'm very lucky. Okay, across the growth, making sure this is tight, and there is an overhang. More so on this side, so you can move the blade, you see. Don't like that. Right, carefully then. Yeah, the only reason I think this is working is because I use hardly any. I just took a chunk then of or something. What did I do then? Little pimple, that's why. Damn it. Little pimple, so that's not this fault really. There was a bit of a pimple there. Or raised part of the skin. Yeah, so how's your week been? I hope it's been good, and I'm catching up with the comments, reading them and answering a few thumb ups. And I must say I find it much easier this way, so thanks for being so understanding. But of course keep the comments coming, I love reading them. It makes a big difference. Then I know then I'm not standing here talking to myself. Well, I do that anyway, look at that bloody pimple. That's not a pimple, so it's a bit, yeah. Rinse my face. Need all the lubricants you can get. Okay. I'm going to chance the brush with no going back to the soap and see what happens. No, I need a bit more. Need a bit more. A colleague of mine is last week went to London for 2 days, and he went to Taylor of Old Bond Street and had his photo taken outside, and he's bought some products then, and then he's flying into Cuba for his holiday, so that was nice. Very impressed with the brush. And how would you compare it to a boar brush? I wouldn't. I'd compare it to a badger. Probably a little bit softer maybe than my Simogue boar brushes. Very nice. Nothing what I thought it would be. Very soft. Really nice. Proud of that because I always liked them. Right, against the growth. This might be the one though, because yeah, the blade is quite feels very exposed, but when you look at it, it's not in a way. But there is a good gap there, really. Yeah. Can you see that? It's quite plucky. That's when it can jump and cut you. Do you look at this? But to be fair, that's I could feel a little pimply thing, so it's cut it. I mean, oof, no way. Right, I'm going to use the stand-in, which is a Lord L6. Oh, that feels like luxury compared to that. And this isn't an expensive razor, so it's a shame that I'd like to complete the shave with it. A couple of pickups. But I'm glad I've tried it, but would I recommend people buy it? No, it wasn't. It shaved me. It would be an emergency if I had to shave and that was all I had. You know, it's one of them, because it wasn't comfortable. It was on the first pass, and then as the blade got nearer the skin on each pass, it got a bit tuggy, and I mean, you can see there's a few, that's not its fault there, but there is a few jumpy. But considering the cost of it, that's, you know, I haven't hacked myself to death. It hasn't fallen to pieces, but I only lightly use it, you know, so. So what can I say? How long? I think I'll leave it. The Chinese can keep it. Price, well, fantastic, but you know, the price of them, the packaging, very good. Box, nothing wrong with the box, superb. It's only plastic, but it's, you know. The razor, it's a funny thing, it's mixed cheap metal and plastic, and the plastic is where the metal should be, in my eyes. This head should be all metal. It's going to be let down. You won't use this too many times before something goes wrong. You see, look, it won't open now. If I try and open it, no, look. Good grief. But, there you go. Twist to open. Yeah. So, I mean, it's done the job, but I don't think I'll use it again. But I'm glad I've used it. Thanks for sending it, Brian. You know, you gotta, with this sort of job, well, not job, with this sort of hobby, you gotta try the good, the bad and the ugly. And at least it's not like that Figaro. That was terrible, that. It was all out of line and dangerous. But at least this held its own. But that didn't give me much confidence when I went to undo it in the handle. It undone the handle. It's just made funny. But then again, you get what you pay for. Hong Long. Would I use it again? No. Didn't feel safe, very juddery. Look, it's, but I'm shaved. There you go. Thank you, Brian. Brush, ever ready. 150. Either the model or the batch, the number that was made, I don't know. Ever ready. Horsehair brush, and Steve put the horsehair knot in the brush himself. So thank you, Steve. Fantastic, like a badger, far better than what I thought it would be. Thought it'd be very scritchy and scratchy. Nothing of the sort. Featured. As soon as I got out the bag, oh, it's like a badger. Beautiful. So thank you, Steve. Very kind. We'll get some. I was going to get the Septic pen. We're using Medicated, so this will probably sting. No, not too bad. A bit of a tingle. Oh, come on, clove. There. I mean, to be fair, I don't know whether that's the razor's shape, but or whether because I was using it, you know, me, and nice and gently. But you put any pressure on that razor, it'll come apart. I think. Bit dangerous. Wilkinson sword blue soap, superb. Whether you brush lather it, face lather it, or bowl lather it, it's a good soap, inexpensive. And what are we using? We're going to use, where's the cologne? Bear with me. There we go. When I put it there. Skin Bracer original. This is their version of Brooch, I think, is it, or something? Oh, that's in the air. Yeah, very Brooty, that. Oh, hey, come on. Nice. Like the fellow with Tourette's. Right, very refreshing, that. Lovely. And to put the moisture back, we're using Bulldog Sensitive Aftershave Balm. I always do that, too much. Well, you can never have too much, can you? So that's lovely. Let me just rinse these. We'll have a quick go over what we've used, and then I'll leave you to your day or night whenever you're watching this. Okay, so what we used the Hong Long Safety Razor. That's a good name for it. And what can you say? Very inexpensive. It's been made oddly. Metal handle and plastic and metal head, where I would say that should be metal and that should be plastic, because that's the important bit. But you can feel the blade. It was a brand new Wilkinson sword, which is a standard blade for me. The blade sits straight, but when you push, there is a good movement there, which really shouldn't happen. There might be a millimetre or less than that in a razor, but not like that. Anyway, it didn't fall apart, that's a good point. It did shave me, another good point. One or two, it felt, as the shaves went on, if you can feel that blade in the aggression, and then it would tug slightly. So the third good point for it is it did shave me. Nothing major. There's a pimple, probably would have cut with any razor, but there was a few sort of nicks where it was juddery. Would I buy one? No. Would I use it again? Very much doubt it. Would I say to someone, yeah, go and buy it as a first razor? No. I would say save your money and get a decent razor for £20, $20, whatever. I don't know, some people may use them, I don't know. It hasn't killed me, is it? But I'm glad I've tried it, and thanks to Brian for sending it. Brush, Ever Ready, USA, 150, as I say. Horsehair knot, which Steve put in himself, done a good job, and it feels like a badger. Very happy with that. No smell, nothing. It smelled very nice from the box, from the bag. Really pleased. Did a good job. You could see how it lathered that, and I did have to go back to the soap at the end, but fantastic. Thank you, Steve. And then we rinsed off with water, and then we used the Thayers Medicated Super Hazel, which is very clovey and medicated, but I thought I'd have a bit of a sting in, but it was okay. Nothing wrong with it. Fine, lovely scent. And then we used the American Skin Bracer Original Aftershave. Very much like Brute. Very nice. And then we used the Bulldog Sensitive Aftershave Balm. And I'm not looking too bad. The shave, I mean, not my looks. Not looking too bad. Even that stopped now, see? So, thank you very much to everybody for all your comments, for your kindness. Thanks to Brian, thanks to Steve, and thanks to you for watching, if you're still there. And thanks to Mrs H for the flowers, yet again. So, have a fantastic week, have some great shaves, and I hope the week goes well for you, and whatever you want to do, I hope comes to fruition. Wish you good health and good shaves, and I'll see you Sunday for the weekend shave. Take care.